And Tom and Dero, I know you guys want to talk about the rise of the slider, and in particular, one pitcher who's really made it a pitch as part of a career year for him.
Go ahead, Tom.
What did you think of the slider?
I couldn't hit it. I couldn't hit it. Chipper taught me, you've reached your kryptonite. You know what it is. Not many guys are going to throw it for strikes.
But don't swing at it.
So you got to be able to recognize it and lay off it.
Yeah.
I mean, for 20 years, I'd call home, my dad would say, I don't understand how from 1998 to 2013 you can strike out on the same pitch so much. I'm like, don't you think if I saw it, I wouldn't swing at it? But
well, back when you were playing, if a pitcher threw a breaking ball at a 2-0 or 3-1 count, you'd be yelling at the dugout at the pitcher, right? Challenge the guy. Well, they don't do that anymore. It's a completely different game. We talk about velocity in the game today. Hitting is down because of spin, right? It's mostly the slider. When you look at the percentage of sliders thrown in the game today, it is at an all-time high. And these pitchers are just following the data. They're also shaping their pitches in pitching labs. Check this out. This is the first time in baseball history fastballs are being thrown not a majority of the time. Secondary is now primary. Non-fastballs are thrown more than fastballs. And the difference in the fastballs going down over these 8 years, essentially all of it is because of the slider. Now, why is that? Because an average slider is harder to hit than a fastball thrown 97 and above.
I would agree.
An average fastball is harder to hit than an elite fastball. So what are you going to throw? You're going to throw sliders. And there's one guy, I call him the Sultan of Sliders, throws his slider 92% of the time. Yeah, Matt Wisler, look at the slider here. Now, he's thrown it 92% of the time, but he's got different breaks on it.
Yes.
He can vary the breaks, he can vary the tilt, he can sweep it. This is a typical one where he's got tremendous drop to it. So this is how Matt started his career. Brave starting pitcher, sinker slider guy, 93 miles an hour. Now it's all sliders. Go back now. We're going to look at him as this is Joey Gallo in the box, 93. Somebody told him to throw fastballs down and away. Those get hit. Now he's throwing all these sliders. Let's stop it here now. You can see he's pretty straight up. As a typical sinker slider guy as a starter, doesn't have a long stride, not using his legs much. Somebody told him, Matt, throw fastballs down and away. Well, you know what? In today's game, launch angle 93.
Everybody who's ever come through that organization.
Well, that's true.
Fastball down and away.
Go ahead and throw it, Matt. See what happens to Joey Gallo. It's going to get hit. But you saw, let's go back on the other side. When he's now become a slider machine, watch how he now sinks into his legs, stays over the rubber longer, gets a lot lower, and really drives home follow through.
I know. Look
he's
at
got that recoil. So he's really getting into these. Look at this. We're going to show you now. Stop this. Edwin Diaz is a guy who throws record velocity for him now. He's up to 99. He's throwing his fastball less than ever, throwing more sliders. Hunter Green, perfect example. He throws a fastball at 98 miles an hour. Hitters slug 700 against it. So he throws 44% slider. Stop it right here. Jake Junis, we know he's got a great slider. He goes to San Francisco. They throw more sliders than anybody. They said, stop throwing your four-seamer. That gets hit. Just throw 55% sliders. And it's working for him. I'm showing you all guys who are journeymen or Cy Young winners who are throwing a career-high percentage of sliders. Robbie Ray went career-high last year. He's got even higher this year with the slider. Carlos Rodon, always a great slider. He's thrown more than 1,000 straight sliders without giving up a home run. And Steve Okrit, didn't have anybody. He wasn't signed 2 years ago. He goes to Miami. He's throwing 71% sliders. So now in today's game, as you know, as a pitcher now, he's coming in. He's not starting. He's facing guys once, so you limit exposure. I can tell you I'm throwing. You as a hitter know. If somebody tells you 92% chance you're getting a slider, you're getting a slider.
Kiko Calero. Remember him?
Yeah.
He used to come in and throw nothing but sliders.
Right.
He'd let you know. Here it comes.
So we've gotten rid of that idea that you need to establish your fastball, right? Throw it down and away, set up your breaking pitch. There's no more setup pitches. If you're only going to face 3 batters, you're going to come in and throw your slider 92% of the time. So people want to talk about velo in the game today. That's why hitting is down. We all love velo. I get it. It's spin. The name of the game is spin the baseball.
You know, it's funny.
And your buddy, by the way, Max Scherzer last night,
filthy slider.
29% season-high sliders. You're going to throw all those right-handers against him? slider, slider, slider.
I think for me, it was the nastiest pitch to hit. But the one thing, and I think back, this was like a week ago. He came in a 1-0 game. Shane Baz had pitched his heart out, and he comes in against the Brewers. Slider homer against, and it was 4-1, game over. He is so off the charts, 92% slider to the point where you step in the box and there is not even a thought. His heater's sitting like 89, 90 now. There's not even a thought of that pitch. And I almost wonder if come postseason time, unless you have a guy who legitimately cannot hit that pitch, is he almost throw too many that it's so... You don't even have to worry about the other.
Can you imagine postseason if he goes home and loses a game on his fastball?
No, I get it.
A pitch he only throws 9% of the time, 8% of the time. It's a tough way to live because as nasty as the slider is, you know what happens when you
hangy, we bangy. All right, Robert?
Dero, Nays tells me that from 2008 till the end of your career, you hit 192 against sliders.
I didn't like him.
Yeah. Good stuff. Great stuff, Tom. Good stuff.